Hello everyone, Redux 832 back again with some What's on Deck. This week, not so busy compared to last week. Everyone just released everything last week. But there's some stuff on Kickstarter, there's a couple other things to talk about. Let's get on with Kickstarter first. First of all, see what we got. We got the Werewolf playing cards from 4 Hogs, Ruby Booster. And I do seem to recall this name as a creator. 70% funded, 19 days to go. Let's see what we have here. It's an interesting looking deck, interesting looking artwork. They've created 7 projects, so I'm curious as to what else they've done, playing card wise. So I'll check that in a minute. The artwork is pretty good. I like that they did, the werewolf counterpart to each court card. On the opposite side of the court card, so they're different when you flip them around. They incorporated the suits into the court card as well. You see this guy, the spade on the end of his spear thing, claws on the aces. Croatian artist. Each of the aces has a bit of a different color from one another, so that's kind of cool. I wish they would have applied that throughout, made it kind of like a full colored deck, but they didn't. Which is fine, it works as is. Pretty nice artwork. They're not showing us a back design for some reason, though, which is a little concerning to me. I'd like to see what the back design is. Maybe it's in the video, I don't know. I'll just turn this down. Alright, that's the back design. That back design is really lackluster compared to the faces. That's not that great. And it's one way as well, just because of the planet, the globe in the center at the very least. Or the moon, obviously it's the moon that's in the center, which makes sense, kind of fits. But I'm not sure what all this gibberish is around it, and the symbols in the corner and stuff like that, and I don't know. I just think it could be better. So there's that. Let's look at this creator. Very quickly, I'm going to open up another page here. RubyBooster.com, 4hogs.com. They've also done the comic playing cards, which yes, I've seen them on Portfolio 52, so they did produce those. And that was the only other deck they've done so far, which I also was not a huge fan of. It's not bad. The back design really lacks, in my opinion. And I'm not sure it said who is producing it. I apologize. 4 minutes, and we've looked at one project. Not my best record, not the best that I could do, obviously. $52 cards and 3 jokers, 55 card deck. So I don't think it's USB-C. And doesn't seem to say who's producing it, so that's a bit of a turn off. Moving on, we got the Geometric Abstraction playing card by Perpetual Arts and Design Company. Currently 10% funded. 28 days to go. I'm not really feeling this one. Previously, they did the Moon Phases playing cards, which I have yet to see. And that one was really well done. Custom pips and everything. And nice animated back design and everything using the moon. This one, It looks very blocky and 8-bit. I'm not digging the pips. I'm not digging the quote cards. It seems like there's a lot going on. I'm not digging the back design. To me, it feels like it's a major drop from what they did before. I'll show you what they did before. I mean, it's an interesting deck. I'm just not really feeling it. It's gonna be nice for fans. And cardistry. So cardistry like it. That's a lot of color though. Very bright and colorful. We got pink for the hearts and diamonds, as opposed to red. Little corner details. I just feel it looks like they just took a bunch of ink and threw it on cards, you know. Just looks like a bunch of colors. Very interesting though. Curious what people are saying in the comments, if anything. There's no comments. And so far, 34 backwards. Yeah, this one's well on its way to funding. It's actually got a little bit more funding than when I clicked on it at first, but not much. What is it, 11 to 12% funded now? I'm not sure it's going to make it. We'll see. Hate that. Click on the company name and it just opens up the project again. I'll show you the other one they did. The Moon Phases playing cards, which I did pledge for. Almost 500 people did in total. And I'll show you this one. It's a interesting, nice back design. I really love the pips on this deck. The court cards are also very nice and just kind of traditional looking, but completely custom at the same time, as you can see there. Overall, it's a very nice deck with the animation, of course. Well done. And then they launched this new project, and it looks the furthest thing from this you could possibly imagine. I mean, literally. I don't know. You may agree, you may disagree. Oops, I'll get to Buffy's in a minute. That's my opinion. I just feel this is like the furthest thing. I mean, I don't mind when creators go outside the box and try something new and different, but this just does not really excite me that much. Next we got Royal Heroes Fantasy Strategy Playing Cards by Mystic World. 70% funded, 58 days to go. You know what I think of projects that are 2 months in length. They're usually not good. Yikes. Okay. Well, I mean, I have nice custom... It started off looking good. Okay, I do like the custom pips, for the most part. And I do like that they each have a different color, and they represent different things as well. And it actually looks like they got faces with it. Like, this looks like an undead face that, well, obviously is a heart. The clover also looks like it's kind of a face. It's kind of interesting. It's not bad. And then the number cards came in, and they each have different figures on them, representing their suit. They each have a different color, which is nice. They're all facing the same way for some reason, which is kind of odd. I would have personally preferred that they just had pips on number cards as opposed to artwork. It just looks like a bunch of court cards they just modified a million times. Really, I mean, it's okay. There's apparently 2 different back design colors, black and white, which is fine, but what does that really have to do with the theme? It just seemed like it just kind of seems like a generic back design for what is a pretty good theme. $22 a deck. Are you kidding me? That seems rather expensive. They anticipate delivery in February. They started designing this last year in August. Already then. And apparently released a game called Hicks War. $22 for one black deck. Retail value $25. Includes the game rules, and the white deck is also $22. $39 for one of each. They're rather pricey. It also does not, well, they look like they're good quality. It says they're going to be manufactured to the highest quality standards. It just doesn't seem to say who's producing it specifically. I could be wrong, I could be mistaken, but I did not see that information. Yeah, a lot of kind of repetitive faces as well, or slightly modified faces. And the Jokers are like completely different. I see zero information on who is actually printing these decks. Let's see if there's a comment related to that. It's a secret company. Oh, very good. Pass. That's an easy pass. Because I don't know how to trust the quality of these cards, and I certainly don't trust their word of mouth, because anyone can say their cards are the best quality in the world, and they can turn out to be absolutely shit. Moving on. Starry Sky 2 by X Zone. 57% funded, 11 days to go. Wait, what was the goal on this one? I forgot. I want to just double check that. I apologize. Let's just have a quick peek. Once again, $10,000. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Especially when they feel they need 2 months to fund. Starry Sky, though, almost funded, 11 days to go. Seems like a pretty short project, 15 days or something like that. May or may not happen. Oh my god, it's going to fund. It's an $850 Canadian goal, essentially, which is like nothing in American currency. Apparently that's $5,000 Hong Kong, so their dollar is shit. It's not my cup of tea. I, appreciate the effort put into it. I know there's been a previous version of this that we looked at ages ago when I was on Kickstarter. I appreciate that they put this artwork together, and it's very colorful and bright and well done. Back design is very one way. But then again, so are the faces. But it's just not my cup of tea, personally. I just don't really particularly have an interest in people using a deck of cards as 52 different canvases. Like that, It's fine. I appreciate the effort into it. They're using a Germany-based printer. No, wait, a Germany machine called the Heidenberg for printing. I guess they're printing that themselves. That quality is not going to be tremendous, I would gather. Next, we have another new one from Collectible Playing Cards, new-ish. The Bicycle Stained Glass Leviathan playing cards. Funded, 26 days to go. Another one of the Stained Glass series. Looks pretty nice. It's like a dragon type thing on the back design. It's the Leviathan. Nice blue colors. I like it. I will pick it up later on once it's produced and available. nice, faces. They're just modified court cards, recolored court cards with added details in the background. Nice number cards and everything. I do like these decks. They're not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't mind them myself. Supposed to be coming in February. I suspect it might be sooner than that, but maybe not because of the holiday rush. Next, we have Crazy Kings by Lee Lucas. 27% funded, 21 days to go. Cards for an unborn pregame, whatever that's supposed to mean. So the faces, each got different artwork on them, animals, apparently. And they each got different instructions on. This one, the 5 of spades, is face off. It says you have to pick a player to compete against. The player to your right picks the competition, loser takes a drink. So it's a drinking game. Yeah. I'm not sure what the back design is, but I have a suspicion it's this, with all these pips on it. Very one way, not very exciting. Not sure it's going to fund at this rate. But it may. It's just not my cup of tea. $28 for a deck. Are you out of your flipping mind? And of course it doesn't say who's producing it. Have people not learned anything? They really need to watch more of my videos. I always say, use a reliable printer. Tell us who you're printing with. At the very bare minimum, tell us who you're printing with. Even better, use an actual decent printing company. There's no reason to not tell us who's producing it. Okay. Oh, Pokemon game. Wonderful. Next, we have Decks of War by Elven playing cards by Decks of War. 5% funded, 31 days to go. The artwork looks very nice, but it's only 5% funded. $185. Sell rate's a pretty big goal. It's not huge. $3,200. Their first project, they're looking for, not too much money. $12 on the early bird, $13 the regular price. Wow, save a whole buck. And that's all they've gotten for pledges, pretty much. Interesting artwork. Yeah. So far they got 14 people that bought one pledge for one deck each. That is not going to fund the project. Even worse, there's no way. $500. Who would pledge $500? You get 40 decks and some special decks, special socks, a pair of socks made just for you. Wow, $500 for a pair of socks. They don't have a brick available. They do have 10 decks for $100. It's $10 each. They're not showing us too much artwork. Not really a fan of that style of pip. Oh, never mind. They are showing us artwork. Okay, I guess it's not that bad. The art was pretty well done. Again, they're not showing us the back design, and again, they're not telling us who is printing these. Why is that such a mystery? Why do you not tell us this? Who will be printing your deck? It's not that difficult. I was not trying to be racist there, anything like that. It might have sounded like that. Good lord. See if we got anything else. I also don't see a back design. I hate having to look in videos to see more of the artwork and see a back design. It should be there on the page. If it's there at all. It's supposed to be a flagship deck of cards, and not much to it. There's no back design shown yet. Yeah. Again, it doesn't say who's printing it. I don't see a sign of a back design. It says here that for centuries humans have ruled a deck, no more. This is a deck that does not feature humans, apparently, so. Appreciate the thought. Is this the back design? If that's the back design, it's not my, oh. If that's the back design, I'm not a fan, especially considering the effort and whatnot they put into their faces. And it says here they're printing with Print Ninja. No fake. The quality is not going to be great. Moving on. The Deck of Decks. Kingdom Playing Cards by Marcos Bessa. 32% funded, 35 days to go. I think this is the last new one for the week. It's getting there. It's got some funding. $7,500 Canadian they're looking for, which is what, 6,000 US or something. More or less, it is $10 Canadian for a Joker, a personalized thank you. $20 Canadian for a deck of cards, which is what, $15 US. It's not a horrible price. I figure 96 cards in a deck. That's interesting. It's not your standard, average, ordinary deck of cards. It does have suits. What the hell is this? Okay, they got suits on one side of the card, but on the other side, they just got arrows. Like, what is that? The back design definitely feels like it's more of a game than an actual deck of cards. It's got 5 different suits, each in its own color, which is nice. Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, and whatever the hell that is, in green. Hey. Says it's not just a kid's deck, it's for everyone, but it is very cute, if you will. I see they've got additional cards in there, like these W's, wizards, I guess they are. Yes, wizards, jokers, and operators. Complement the 5 sheets with extra possibilities for learning and play. Yay! Just what everyone wanted. I'm still trying to figure out what the green suit is. Also, I'm not a fan of the actual suit being here on the bottom of the card. Okay, they got them on the top as well, but they got different symbols for each one. It's weird. Like, different symbols all over the place. You name it. Okay. Being printed by Make Playing Cards. Thank you. Somebody actually told us, very few people in these projects this week telling us who's actually printing their decks. They actually did. Alright, definitely not my cup of tea. Let's move on. I think that's new this week. Which is rather unfortunate. There's nothing that exciting this week. There's one that we'll definitely get in the future, and that's actually funded, and then there's half a dozen others that are meh, not that great. Moving on. Military Pinup Playing Cards by Hocus-pocus-com is 55% funded, 23 days to go. Not doing so well. I'm a little bit starting to wonder whether or not it's actually going to fund. Hidden King Luxury Editions from Bomb Magic is 99% funded, 20 days to go. Pretty good chance it's going to fund, I would say. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just guessing. Ring Playing Cards by Galaxy Designs, which, let me say, by the way, I feel it kind of rips off the Moon Phases Playing Cards just a little bit in the color scheme. Is 39% funded, 9 days to go. I'm not thinking it's going to make it. Dentel Playing Cards by Bokobo, funded, 20 days to go. It's an okay deck of cards that, may check out later on. Loteria Playing Cards by D Nigma, 32% funded, 20 days to go. I am a backer. I'm not sure it's going to fund though at this rate, but I am interested. It's not a bad looking deck. I am even more interested in the fact that they have the previous deck available, which I missed out on. I forget the name of it though. Genesis Playing Cards by Genesis Playing Cards. It's 4% funded, 35 days to go. Yeah, it does not look like it's going to fund. Nomad Subversion by Hazar Ali, 4% funded, 20 days to go. It's not going to fund. I even mentioned this to I even messaged the creator, and he even admits it's not going to fund. Cruiser, Carter Street Trainers, and the Mortalis Point Guards by Area 52 and Pravard Zane. Funded, 4 days to go. Pretty low goal. Apparently, I mean, the Mortalis Point Guards have sold pretty well outside of Kickstarter, so it's not kind of a surprise. They got a following. Fractured Point Guards by Saxon Cards, 90% funded. 19 days to go. Not a chance it's going to fund, I don't think. Fracture Point Guards by Reborn Magicians, 30% funded, 47 days to go. Still an outside chance it funds, but I don't think that it is. Here's the thing, when it comes to Kickstarter projects, they will usually get the majority of their funding within the first couple of days. Not a whole lot during the middle, and then maybe a little more funding towards the end. Projects are not doing well funding-wise. They're probably not going to make it. Especially if they have unreasonable prices for the cards or unreasonable goals. Moving on, Paisley Point Cards in Ruby Red and French Blue by Diamond Point Cards. By the way, I did send them a message saying, hey, this looks a lot like the Dapper decks from Vanishing Ink. He didn't bother to respond. Go figure. But it is funded, 9 days to go. Oriental Point Guards, so-called Black Edition by Riffle Shuffle, is funded, 14 days to go. If anything, I'll get those decks later on, both of those. Family Point Guards by Nathan Collins, who I messaged as well. It's not going to fund. 5% funded, 6 days to go. It's really unreasonable pricing. He did appreciate me telling him he should probably try it for a more reasonable price, pretty much. Stardust Midwest Tarot Deck by Space Delirium, 82% fund, 12 days to go. I'm not even interested. Don't know why I mentioned it. It's Golden Spike 150th Anniversary Edition from Jody Eklund is funded, 70 hours to go. Make sure you go check it out. Are You Matsuri Point Guards by Revolution Workshop, printed by Carter Munday. 79% funded, 9 days to go. Just a thought, I think a lot of these projects, he don't mention who the printer is, they're probably too embarrassed to say because it's that bad. Or they just haven't bothered to figure out who is going to print it. They're just going to do whatever. So yeah, if a project doesn't tell you who's printing it, avoid it, I would say. Vegas Diffractor Point Guards by Philippe Dees is funded, 5 days to go. World Card Series by WorldCardSeries.com, funded, 7 days to go. Not really my cup of tea. Secret Egypt Point Guards by Card Deck is also very well funded, 5 days to go. The Agenda Redux by Flagrant Agenda is also very well funded, 43 hours to go. By the time this gets up there on Sunday, it's going to be even less, because I'm recording this a couple of days before. I will just point out they have unlocked the Agenda Go deck, as it's called, which is this. It's a half-size deck like this. It's like the Hoyle Slice and the Air deck I reviewed some time ago. Pretty nice. Nice matte design, nice color on the faces. It's pretty well done. It's nice custom. I like it. I will definitely check it out. Make sure to check it out. I'm not sure if it's going to be PVC or if it's going to be paper. So probably look into that. Smoked Out Point Guards by Tristan. 9% funded, 9 days to go. And a chance in hell with funds. Medusa Point Guards by Antonio Cassese is funded, 4 days to go. Ruby Point Guards, the relaunch by J-Trix, 20% funded, 33 hours to go. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. That is it for Kickstarter. There's not much else going on outside Kickstarter, but I will. As soon as I recall exactly what it was. Oh. Yes, now I remember what it was. First of all, Murphy's Magic, just very quickly, has this. Has a couple of things. They got the third edition of the Odyssey Point Guards. I've not gotten any of that series. Not been interested. The Bald Eagle Bicycle Point Guards from contour playing cards, which I will get eventually. Only 1,100 of them produced, same with the Girl Falcon. But I'm still going to be able to get it eventually. And then we got Les Miley's Conquest Blue from Pure Imagination Projects. To me, it looks like more of the same. There's been like half a dozen of these Miley's playing cards. I've only gotten the original blue one and the second one that was in red, pretty much. It's just been the same thing, different colors, different color tuck cases. Like, I mean, I would appreciate if they did something new and original, but Pure Imagination playing cards seems to be a lot about recolors. I mean, these and the Cherry Casino decks, just a lot of recolors. Way too many recolors. Limited edition to 4,000 decks. Wow. Restock, crust stock, and a B finish. Okay. Proven to hold court with Tally-Ho, B, and Bicycle. Wow! They have the balls to compare this brand to those brands. I don't think so. I mean, especially since it's just the same thing over and over, different colors. Moving on, one more to tell you about here, the Wavy playing cards. Wavy! I have no idea if this is what this is. This is just a Joker or what it is, or if this is the back design. If that's the back design, it looks like it's, one of those 52-on-1 cards, like a Gaff card. But I don't see a back design pictured anywhere. These are the faces. They're interesting. Standard. Looks like something collectible cards might do, but it wasn't. It's designed by Nathan Stickler. If this is the back design, absolutely horrible. If it's not, what is? I'm not sure, because it doesn't show us. Very simple Jokers. I really don't know what the back design's supposed to be. So, I'll have to wait and see. Not sure I'm going to get this one, though. I'm assuming it's printed by USPC, but I don't even know that much. Then we got, I wanted to mention this, GentSupplyCo.com. I've gotten some decks from here before. They do not, unfortunately, ship outside of the U.S., but that's okay. I got a shipping address via recip in the U.S., which is where a fair amount of my Black Friday purchases are going. So, they previously released this Bicycle Mythical Creatures deck, which you can see a review of on my channel. Also, along with that, was this black and gold version, black, silver, and gold, which is a PVC deck, which I did not get. Now they've released a second edition of the Mythical Creatures playing cards, only creatures, also a black, silver, and gold PVC one, which looks slightly better than the original one, the color scheme anyways, which is nice to see, but still not something I'm going to throw my money at. This, however, is printed by the USPC. Bicycle, very nice back design, very reminiscent of the original ones. Again, you can see a review on my channel. Lots of Mythical Creatures. It's well done. It's Bicycle branded, so I am definitely down with that. Currently on sale for $11.99, save 7%. Yay. Featuring Japanese, Celtic, Greek, and Near Eastern traditions. What the heck is Near Eastern supposed to mean? Ericus and Finis. It's all good and well, I would say. They also have a variation of this. I mentioned that already. They also have another deck, the Bicycle Warriors of Asia playing cards, which is in black and red on the back design. They also have another variation, which is a PVC version, which looks like it has a slightly better color in the back design, in my opinion. Could just be me. It's not bad, though. It is black. Asian Warriors. I'm not sure who does the artwork for them, but I've been a fan of it. This one has warriors from China, Japan, Korea, and Mongolia. Again, printed by USPC. Hand-drawn artwork. Don't know who it's by. So far, I mean, I've been a fan of what Gent Supply Co. has done. I do wish they had international shipping, but at the moment, I don't mind shipping it to my address in the U.S. I've also ordered this one. Kingdom of the Dead playing cards. It's a little bit pricey. It's printed by USPC. It's by Gustavo Bomora. It's inspired by Day of the Dead. It's well done. More recently, these creators have had a deck on Kickstarter through Enigma. Which I'm not a fan of Enigma. But it's well done. I do like it. And I've been hoping to get my hands on this for a while. I didn't. Actually, I could swear I thought I ordered it somewhere, but I don't recall where. I never got it, that's for sure. Maybe I didn't. But here it is. I think I did avoid ordering it. Otherwise, I would have got it by now. It's well done. I look forward to checking it out. And it is there if you're interested. They also have on gensupplyco.com a bunch of different... I'll put the link in the description to this website, by the way, if I don't forget. They have a bunch of other random decks, Illusionist, 311. As you can see, if you're looking for anything, and a bunch of random superhero themed decks, which are probably called 3D printed and not the quality we get nowadays. Just a bunch of random decks. Kind of curious about this one, the Cube playing cards in blue. Interesting. Apparently, there's 4 different color variations. No idea who's produced it. No idea what the faces look like. They also have, they've produced these black cards in PVC. And that's pretty much it. They've done 7 different decks. 3 of them through USB-C, 4 of them PVC printed. I'm not sure by who. And that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. I think that's it for this week. Let me know what you think. I like it. It's on sale. Might as well get it. And the other one's on sale as well. $12.95. No, sorry, that's the PVC one. $11.99. Also same price, also on sale. Yay. So that is that. We'll see you next time. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry, this video is a little bit long. Try to keep it short next time. I'm back with a couple of things I wanted to add to the video. First of all, I should mention the 2 decks, the bicycle decks I just mentioned from gensupplyco.com are also available on Amazon. They have an Amazon shop. I forgot to mention that. Although neither one has international shipping, it's just US shipping. There is something new on Kickstarter to mention. The Invasion playing cards, which is by Redux. It's the first project. It is about halfway there. $4,000. They sold $4,000. I have a $9,000 goal. And features 4 alien races: the Pekids, Boobians, okay, Treffians, and Zervians, which is kind of interesting. Apparently, they all like to conquer and enslave new planets, and that's why they've into the solar system. This sounds like a good plot for Power Rangers, just saying. Going to be printed by expert playing cards. As you can see, the face is pretty nice, completely custom. Nice core cards, anyway. The pips on the aces aren't bad. Not a huge fan of the diamond pip. It doesn't really look like a diamond much. But the clubs and the hearts aren't bad. And the spade is nice and they're very alien-esque. Then we get to the number cards and it really kills it for me. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't look great. It's not horrible. My biggest problem is the indexes. Instead of having an actual number, they just have a bunch of dots which match the pattern of the pips on the face. So you gotta kind of count how many dots to know what the value of the card is. If you're holding it, in your hand to play a game, or spreading them out or whatever for Magic, and it really kind of hurts it, in my opinion. $14 US on the early bird. Those are all gone. That's the regular price. $16 for 1 deck. They still have 2 deck early birds at $28. 1 left. Wow. it's $16 each for a deck, but 2 decks is $36. That's double. That's more than double the price of just pledging for 2 decks. Who the hell would do that? Nobody's. Well, 2 people pledged for that. They both don't know how to do math because that's just ridiculous. The creator obviously made a mistake there. I mean, court cards are fine. They're alien races. I'm not really digging the pips too much, and I'm certainly not liking those indexes. The back design's not bad, and the jokers are okay. Overall, definitely not a deck of cards that I'm not particularly interested in at the moment. I did, give my thoughts to the creator. They didn't seem too concerned with it. They said that they might do another deck later on that has more traditional faces, or indexes at least. And they said that it's more made for collectors. Well, even as a collector, I still like a deck of cards to be, usable. Me personally. Here's a stretch goal, $18,000 for Invasive Blood edition. I don't know if we can hit that. Moving on, I should mention this. Oh, and that deck is 46%. Excuse me, 46% funded, 48 days to that's a long project. I mentioned this, Fury 11. The wheel is coming tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Biggest and best yet, which probably means you'll win even less than usual. Wow, you can win an instant card collection. I bet nobody wins that. And Art of Play has their mystery decks available. Which is a good way to pick up a bunch of decks you may not have already. I have them already, pretty much. What decks are available? I don't know. That's something to do every year. I do like that this one's got more of a, thank you, of like a holiday present clapping. What do we see in the Podo? The original one. First playing cards from Chris Ramsey. That one is one I wouldn't mind getting. Some other Art of Play decks here. Seekers. The Art of Magic deck, which I just got recently. Not sure what this one is at the moment. Can't tell from the back. Is that there's the makers, the white makers. The last Smoke and Mirrors deck. A lot of the decks that are from Art of Play that are available on the website right now. Some others. This Third Man Record deck, the gold one that I've not seen available. I don't really care for it myself. I would love it if I could just get the first playing cards and not have to buy a brick to hopefully get one. But of course it's not available here. No, that would be too easy. And I'm not going to get this just to hopefully land something. So that is that for this week. I think. Comment, rate, subscribe. We'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.